Welcome to the Words to Empower podcast, featuring Bishop Frank Stewart, pastor of the Acts Ministry in Conway and North Little Rock, and now Pastor Stewart.
How many glad he didn't come 5 years ago? How many glad he didn't come last year? Now I need to meet you at the altar if you're glad that he didn't come yesterday. No, when the altar call is done today, it's not about you becoming a member of this church. Because all of the prophecy is fulfilled. And I would be remiss as a pastor if I didn't have you to understand about prophecy, God's time clock. Verse number 10. But the day of the Lord will come. Look at somebody say it's going to happen. See, God says, you keep on talking. Keep on saying, it's been like this. Or you've been talking about that for years. Keep on. It's going to happen. He's just waiting, giving us time. He's giving us time. He's long suffering. And then we criticizing that. Wow. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens will pass away with a great noise, and the elements will melt with fervent heat. Both the earth and the works that are in it will be burned up. Verse 11, therefore, since all these things will be dissolved. Well, since you see all this happening, since you know what's going to happen, what manner of persons ought we to be in holy conduct and godliness? Now he's talking to the church. Now I know some people say once saved, always saved. Once you get saved, then you just saved. Brothers and sisters, the Bible doesn't verify that. Let me tell you something. We cannot be wrong on this. Look at somebody and say, you can't be wrong on this. You can't be wrong on this. I mean, you can be wrong on a whole lot. You can't be wrong on this. You get one. It's no fixing this. That's why he's making it so obvious. Revelation chapter 13, verses 16 through 18. I'm almost done. That is good. Look at somebody and say, it's good. That's good. What you gonna do when you leave here? I'm gonna forgive folks that have been done me wrong. I'm gonna call folks. I'm gonna speak to them. I'm gonna treat everybody right. Yes, sir. Don't let nobody make you act a fool. Don't let them make you act a fool and you end up in hell with them. No. You do everything you want to do. I'm gonna forgive you because I got to get out of here. It's too hot here. No. I don't have enough hell here. No. No. Watch this. Now you got to get this. I'm going to tell you ahead of time so when you see it, you know what's happening. This is the book of Revelation. It was written over about 2,000 years ago. About 2,000 years ago. I'm in 2014 now. Watch this. Revelation 13, verse 16 through 18. He calls us all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hand or on their foreheads. Verse 17. And that no one may buy or sell except one who has the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Here's wisdom. Let him who has understanding calculate the number of the beast. For it is the number of a man. Adam created on day 6. 6 is the number of man. His number is 666. Don't get caught up in hype and try to figure out all that. That's not important. This scripture, we fulfill, some of us, every day, or we see it being fulfilled every day. Almost everybody in here. Go back to verse 17. I want them to see it. Back to verse 17. Let's look at it. And that no one may buy or sell except one who has the mark of the name of the beast or the number of his name. Brothers and sisters, there was a time that Jesus couldn't come back. He couldn't have came back before the computers was invented. You know what he's talking about here? Is a cashless society. Look at somebody and say, when was the last time you used your credit card? Your bank card? Do you have a social security number? If they say yes to any of that, tell them you fulfilling prophecy. No, you didn't say it. Look at them and tell them and say, you have fulfilled prophecy. It's never been a time. See, it's getting to be a time where you won't be able to walk in with cash and buy things.
Stay tuned for more of Frank Stewart. And now for some special announcements.
Thanks for partnering with the Acts Ministries. We value your service and your donations. That's why we've made it easy to make contributions to support our ministry. Simply go to your web browser and click the search bar and type in actsministriesonline.org. Then click Donate Online. It's really that easy. For mobile giving, text the amount you wish to donate to 501-302-4242. That's Simple Give.
And now, more of Pastor Frank Stewart.
Cashless society. Put Time Magazine up there real quick. Just put it on the screen. Where we are right now. You see that? Look at that real closely. Look on the screen. That's the cover of Time Magazine. You can pre-order that now. That's nothing. People have been having chips under them. They got it under their dogs and all of that. One lady recorded, she was at Walmart and she was working on the register, and the person came and bought all these groceries and she was looking for payment, and they said, scan my wrist. And they scanned her wrist. That's been happening for decades. Now, think about it. Your car have a chip in it, right? Controlled by a satellite, right? You can call OnStar and they can open your car, close your car. An electrical pulse. Do you understand what a chip on inside of you that they can cut your heart off? Look at somebody and say, we're living in prophecy. Don't go to sleep. See, this is Time Magazine right here, but this been happening for decades. For decades. People are doing their children like this now so they won't get lost and stuff. This has been happening. When you see these things happening, but he's going to make it more obvious than that. I'm telling you, he's going to make it so obvious. I want you. Show the next clip if you can. Do you have that? If we got the next clip. Focus on the screens. It's coming up in a second. Volume.
Мне кажется, что приземлилась Никит просто.
Show it one more time with the sound to it. Can you do that? Can you show it one more time with the sound to it? I want them to see it. If you can. If you can't, I understand. That was a meteorite, an asteroid that hit over Russia. How many remember that? See, all of us should be keeping up the news. Over 1,500 people were injured. Man would never create anything that powerful. That's almost like 1,000 times more powerful than a nuclear bomb. That's another planet hitting another planet. And if you haven't studied, you don't know that they have a special department that watch asteroids. And they have weapons to shoot them to move them off their course. When you read the book of Revelation, let me show you Genesis chapter 1. Genesis chapter 1. Isn't it amazing we keep going back to Genesis? Because he said, I'm going to tell you, how far in advance do I need to give you warning? What God has done is using the sky for his huge projector screen. And he's projecting to us all these messages as he screams from heaven, I'm coming. Watch this. Genesis chapter number 1, starting at verse 14. Then God said, let there be lights in the firmaments of the heavens, that's the sky, to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs. Let them be for signs. Say that with me. Let them be for. In the Hebrew, this word here is warning, an omen. Something is about to happen. He has lit up the sky, telling us something is happening. Now watch this, watch this. How did the wise men know Jesus was getting ready to be born and the church wasn't even moving? Huh? The stars, they were what? What do we call those people that are doing that? What do we call them? Not astrologers, that's your horoscope. It's astronomers, astrologers that, you know. So you got, they came where the church, they knew something was happening just watching the sky. Now wait a minute, there was a star the Lord put in the sky at the time to lead them to Jesus.
Tomorrow on Words to Empower.
His people went into court, if you will. And he used the mountains, he used the hills, and he used the foundations of the earth as a jury. And he says, I got a complaint against my people.
For mobile giving, text the amount you wish to donate to 501-302-4242.
The Acts Church in North Little Rock is located at 1224 Franklin Street. For more information, go to actsministriesonline.org or give us a call at 501-329-2055.
Thank you for tuning in to the Acts Ministry Podcast. The Acts Church is located at 1423 England Street in Conway and 1224 Franklin Street in North Little Rock, Arkansas. Tune in each day to hear an inspiring word from Pastor Frank Stewart.